Hey, Cellar Sleuths team, welcome back. There's something I just wanted to share. If you are thinking about getting in on this journey, like we did, and going through and learning how to taste wine better and identify things, and you're wondering how to get started, one of the things that was hard for at least me at the start was when they're giving you these wines, they're saying, what do you smell in them? Do you smell the cherries? Do you smell the earth? And when I started, I thought, no, I just smell red wine. In theory, you know what things smell like, you know what cherries smell like. But a lot of times you're going through your day, you smell these things, you recognize them, but you're really not consciously paying attention to what you're smelling, of course. And so when we're doing wine, all of a sudden you're trying to consciously pay attention to what you're smelling. And that's harder when you're trying to consciously say, okay, what am I smelling? What am I getting out of this? And actually it takes practice. And I promise, if you start this and you're thinking, I don't know what I'm smelling, I promise you can do it. But one of the things that really helped me and my dad was we put together a smell kit of these things that you're commonly identified in wine that again, you think you know what they smell like, and you do, but it takes a little bit of intentional paying attention to the smells. So I just got this bag together and filled it up with bottles of all different things. Here's just a few of them, of the different things I collected. And we even got potting soil here. What does that smell like? Tobacco, cloves, star anise, coffee beans. These things, anyone remember these candies from your grandma? I feel like a lot of Gamay kind of has that kind of smell for me. One of the things that really stood out to me when I was doing this was dill. They talk about smelling dill in things that have American oak, and I didn't really know what dill smelled like. I'm not a cook, so getting into the dill herb and actually smelling it and intentionally smelling it, wow, now I can really pick it up in different wines. And vanilla beans. Vanilla bean, a very different smell. It's similar but different than just the vanilla extract that you use in baking. Even doing things like rice. The weather's kind of crazy right now. Right after it rains, go outside and smell what that wet earth smells like, that, because you'll get those things. You'll get that smell in wines. So if you just start, go to the produce aisle at your grocery store when you're buying groceries and just take a little more intentional smell of the different fruits. We have this great blackberry place here right by Wichita, Elderslie Farm. Go out there and pick blackberries this summer. What do blackberries smell like when they're right off the vine, as opposed to then go home and make cobbler with it? What do blackberries smell like when they're in cobbler? And you really do pick up those things in wine, and when you're more intentional about smelling them, you can really do it better. So for example, now I've got this glass of Rioja wine, my favorite. I really can in Rioja smell dill, that from the American oak, and to me it smells like that wet earth, like it just rained on the soil. But you start to pick up those things and know what you're smelling and really be able to describe what you're smelling, and it's fun. So make yourself a smell kit and join us on the journey.